Hi, in this video I'm going to explain how to back up Google Calendars to Google Drive automatically. So the first thing to do is click the link in the description, and this will open the project in your account. I've already logged into my account here. So this will open the project, but you can't edit it. We first have to make a copy. So we click Info, Overview, and here you've got a button, Make a Copy. So I'm going to make a copy of that. And I now have my own version. I can close the one I copied, and I'm going to edit the title and just call it Google Calendar Automatic Backup. So as we can see, this is in my account, so now I can edit it. And the first thing I'm going to need, going through these instructions, I've already done step 1, I'm going to need the secret URL or the public URL if it's a public calendar, and I'm going to have to copy that into the section here marked secret URL. So I'm going to do this with a Google Calendar that I've got set up here. This is called testing. If it were a public calendar, I could use the public address in iCal format. This is actually is this public or not? This is not a public calendar, so I'm going to use the secret address in iCal format. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to paste that into the secret URL between the quotation marks, and that's that done. The next step, I need a backup folder ID for a Google Drive folder where I'm going to store the backups. So if I go into Google Drive, I've got a folder I set up here already. So when you go into the folder, you'll see in the URL, you've got a string here of letters and numbers. So I'm going to copy that. That's the ID for the folder. And I'm going to put that as the backup folder ID. So I'm going to paste that in here. Okay, now once that's done, I can then proceed to step 4, which is to test. Now this is important because you've got to grant permissions. So first of all, make sure that it's on Create Backup. Then we click Run. And this is now going to ask me to grant permissions to the script. And it's important to note that the script is running in your account. You're not granting permissions to any third parties. So I'm going to review permissions, choose the account I want to use. This is normal because it's an unverified app, but since it's running in your account, this isn't a problem. So we want to go to Google Calendar Automatic Backup. As you can see, it says the developer is me because I've copied this into my account. So here we grant the permissions necessary to write and read the files it needs, so we allow, and the execution has started. Completed. So now if I go back to my Drive folder, we can now see that I've got a folder created here for the 14th of February, which is today, and if I go into that folder, I've got an iCal file, .ics, 2 megabytes, so that's the exported file for my calendar. Now, the next thing to do is set that up so it happens automatically. So to do that, let me just close the log. Once we've tested, step 5 is to go to Triggers. Triggers is on the left here. So if I click Triggers, Add Trigger, I want to run the function Create Backup. I want a time-driven trigger. And I'm going to set it to run, let's say, for instance, every 12 hours. So that's going to make a backup twice a day. Save. Now, if you want to, you can actually configure, you can edit that. And I could configure this in greater detail if I wanted to. I can have notifications, for instance. And I could even set that up daily, specific dates or times, whatever you need. So once that's done, the script is actually already running, and you won't see anything obviously until the next time a backup is made. But that is the easy way to set up automatic calendar backups for Google Calendar into Google Drive. Thank you for watching. I hope you find this useful. You'll find the link to the project to copy in the description below. Thank you very much.